Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of March 7th. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Gemini, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if you want to give me a follow there, you can check out the link in the description. I only have one Instagram account, so make sure you use the link below. I will not message you, as I said. But let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, let's go ahead and get all of the cards out here, Gemini, and we'll get right into it. We're going to take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. I'm also going to take a few of these oracle cards at the start, and we'll take a few from here as well. How many want to come forward? Okay, put those up there. Make sure we're all set up. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups represents, this is like your perfect person or the perfect union in your life. This can represent two souls coming together in this lifetime after having known each other in a previous lifetime. In fact, this is my favorite romance card in the tarot. It's a true soul connection coming forward. And so some of you here may be finding somebody, and you know, if this is not romantic for you, this could be somebody who is potentially you have just a really deep connection with, right? So if you're not here for romance, this could be like a friend you have a deep connection with, a significant, like a friend you have a deep connection with, or like a family member you have a deep connection with. Could also say that there's a business partnership or something like that going on in your life, like somebody that you can start a business with or connect with in a business setting in some ways. Let's go ahead and put that right here and see what else we have going on for you. All right. So I definitely like to see that for you. Now I do have to say that there is like Cancerian energy coming in here. And so I'll get into why I feel that way in a bit, but right here in the middle, well, right now we'll get into it. In your overall situation or your current influence, you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups could be a Cancerian person. And you also have the Chariot in the problem position, which we're going to go into. The Chariot is the card of Cancer, Cancer zodiac sign. And so I don't know if you're meeting somebody like that, or you know, if you have a deep connection to somebody who is a Cancer sign or whatever the case may be. But this could be a very clear connection between the two of you, whether it's romantic or whatever the case may be. The King of Cups would be somebody who leads from the heart space. They would be somebody who is more of an emotional leader in your life. We're getting a lot of cups, a lot of water energy here to show up at the beginning, but the King of Cups can also say that perhaps it may be best to weather you may be weathering some sort of emotional storm at this time, as well as you in your life. Now, in the problem position, you have the Chariot, another card of the Cancer zodiac sign here. And so this is interesting, right? Not only is Cancer right next to you on the zodiac wheel, but I don't know, it's coming in. Some of you may be dealing with somebody. The problem here is that right now you are trying to overcome an obstacle. And this is an external obstacle, right? The Chariot indicates you overcoming an external obstacle. It really says that it's important right now at this time that you have self-discipline and you do not allow your routines to kind of fade away or slip off or anything like that. And Yeah, so that could certainly be the case here with this energy. It also talks about potentially traveling or moving forward. For me, I think it has something to do with your routines. I also think, so I'm getting kind of two stories. One, I think some of you are going through an emotional situation involving another person, and it's going to be very important that you have solid habits and routines at this time. The other sort of storyline that I'm getting here, Gemini, is that some of you are potentially finding somebody who is a water sign if you are here for love, and specifically they have Cancer sign qualities about them. So those are kind of the two initial stories that I'm getting, but let's see what else we get here. In the past, you have the devil. So the devil is a card of our shadows. This can represent negative thinking, or it could also talk about something having to do with power and control. The devil always wants to have control of a situation. And if you think about your times in your life where you felt like you needed to know every little thing, or you needed to know every little detail, or you had to figure out, you had to plan everything out down to a T. The reality is that if you are engaged in that type of thinking, that is something to do with control. And so, on one hand, there's this situation around you maybe needing to have healthy routines, healthy habits, but on the other hand here with the devil in the past, I do wonder if there's maybe room for you to let some sort of things kind of just happen as they happen. For lack of a better phrase, is there an area in your life where you can kind of just allow things to go with the flow at this time? We are in Pisces season, and so it's a great time for that. It is a great energy for sort of just allowing things to happen. In the future position, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles talks about somebody who's potentially holding on to their pentacles just a little bit too tightly here. This can talk about you fearing losing something, okay? Fearing losing what you have, or fear of loss in some ways, because this person is holding on in fear of, or they feel like the Four of Pentacles person feels like there will never be enough, right? Or there will never be more opportunities, and so they gotta grab onto what they have now. And the thing is that is sort of a form of scarcity, because yes, they have money in their grasp, but they also are not thinking that there will ever be more money available, and so that can talk about scarcity mode. Some of you I feel like are maybe working through issues like that. This could be related to situations of the past around money here with the devil. The devil can indicate gambling. It can indicate maybe not having control over spending, and so yeah, definitely just something to consider. Now, on your thoughts or on your conscious awareness, you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a card that indicates potentially, the King of Swords can talk about somebody who might give you a fair shot in your life. This may be somebody who is really capable and able to help you get from point A to point B in your life. This person might not take an emotional interest in you, but like I said, they could be very helpful for you in your career specifically, or in another life area. This could also be somebody who's considered to be a subject matter expert. Now, in the subconscious or the unconscious awareness, you have the Hermit. The Hermit represents somebody who's going down the path of the sage. This is somebody who's potentially wise, and they are looking to maybe acquire knowledge or build knowledge. The Hermit is definitely somebody who is experienced, and they can also be somebody who is really searching for the answer inside of them as well. This is a card of introspection, going within, and it can be isolation in that sometimes the answers that you're looking for are not found in textbooks. Instead, they may be found inside of you. That's kind of the message with the Hermit. So in the future, in the staff or the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Hierophant. This could be somebody who has traditional beliefs. Okay, this could be an old school person. This could also be a mentor, especially as you have the influence of the Hermit here as well. If you're here for a career, this could certainly be somebody who's like a stepping forward as a mentor for you in some ways. The Hierophant can also talk about the structure that you're a part of, or the religion that you're a part of, the organization that you're a part of, anything like that. It can also be a card of marriage. And so if you are in this reading for love, you could be finding a long-term marriage partner with the Two of Cups and the King of Cups, but it's almost like they're also showing up as a problem here. And so it's almost like some of you may be needing to get clear with where you stand with that person if you're here for love. In the external situation, or the external influence, you have the Four of Cups. This Four of Cups person here is really kind of focused on the past. You can see these three cups here. They are thinking about these three cups of the past, and in doing that, they are missing out on an opportunity that is right in front of them. And so the Four of Cups can say that potentially some of you here want to really be aware of opportunities that may be happening outside of you, opportunities that you may not be expecting, or opportunities that you may not be thinking that would ever come in. They could be coming in because they're coming in the external. But again, it's something that you're going to maybe have to step out of your comfort zone to find, especially as you have this Four of Pentacles here in the future. Four of Pentacles likes to be comfortable with what they have instead of taking a risk. Same with the King of Cups. In the hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is potentially some sort of financial event arriving. This can represent springtime or nature. You can see the rabbit here on the card. I always like to attach the meaning of a rabbit to the season of spring. But, this could also just say that, something that you've been working very hard for could be coming around. And this is something that you're hoping arrives, because this is in your hopes and fears. But it says that, through hard work and dependability, your dreams and your wishes and whatever it is that you're looking for can come true, but you have to meet the universe halfway, especially as you have this Chariot in the problem position, indicating that it might be best for you to have self-discipline and self-restraint over a situation. In the outcome, you have this Five of Cups. There is something here that's disappointing you between this connection between this Cancerian or this water sign, or whatever the case may be, whatever sign they are, they may just have those qualities about them. But there is something here that's disappointing you. So let's go ahead and see what this may be. Let's go ahead and start to clarify the situation even more. Okay, so you have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. So the Three of Swords is heartbreak. Some of you are dealing with a challenging situation with this person. The Seven of Swords can be cheating. I just don't get cheating energy here. What I feel like is going on is this Seven of Swords refers to some sort of strategy that you need to put into place at this time. That will be different for everybody, but there is this issue coming forward around self-discipline, having a game plan, building a strategy, anything like that. But you do have this Ten of Cups in the middle. So some of you, this may not be a romantic connection. This may be a family connection. But the Ten of Cups does suggest that there is happiness available. I think that is just going to come in a different way for you here. What else do we have? So you have the peaceful resolution, abundance, and if you believe. I definitely like to see that for you. So I definitely feel like if you've been looking for clarity around what's going on with this person, or if you've been looking for the arrival of an event, it's coming in. I also think it's extremely important at this time for you to think positively, okay? Some people don't like that. I get comments all the time saying, oh, well, I'll just start thinking positively and everything will happen. No, positive thinking can augment your life. It's not going to solve everything, but I do feel like it's a lot worse to think negatively. You have the Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. You have Snake, shed old skin, and Druid, hold the space. So look, there is this other message here with this Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within, as well as this Hermit, which is really the same energy. It's about having the knowledge inside of you. This is very important. Positive thinking, an optimistic attitude, I think at this time is going to be very important, and the answer or the arrival that you're looking for could be right around the corner. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.